Hello dear friends. In the other video I was trying to make a story and seems I just can't make it. So I decide to tell you a story this time again, but this story is a story that forwarded from an internet friend, from a friend, and forwarded to me. So, number one story is like this. Once there was a young guy. He bought a new car, and he was driving his car on the road, and he was driving on this road, and he was very happy because he bought a new car. He was young and handsome and single, and he was driving his car. Diddy, 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 diddy. And this car, he bought a new car, right? Did I mention he bought a new car? And this new car is a very handsome, smart, modern, small car. Very energy saving and very space saving, so that he can park anywhere in the city. Very small car, park in any parking space. And this car can only sit 2 persons. 1, 2, you and me, or he and she, whatever. Only 2 people can sit inside. So he was driving on the road, and he was driving, and he stopped. What happened? There was another car, or one, whatever. And inside this little car, there were 3 persons. 1, 2, 3. 3 persons. And this car had a big problem. A big problem. So the car could not drive, stopped, en panne. La voiture est en panne. So the car could not be moved and stopped in the middle of the road. I should be put here, right? So this car stopped in the middle of the road, and inside the car there are 3 persons. 3 persons. There was old guy. There was an old gentleman. Let's say old gentleman. He was very old, and he was very sick. He was so sick, he was almost dying. So he needed to go to hospital immediately. So this young guy, this handsome young guy, need to send this old gentleman to this handsome young guy. Need to send this gentleman to the hospital, right? That is a good guy thing. Okay, in this car there are 3 persons, did I mention? 1 old guy, very old, very sick, and is on emergency. Emergency. Yes, he needed to go to the hospital immediately. And there is also a doctor in the bus. A big mask, big face mask. And this doctor is a very, very good doctor. He has saved once this young guy's life. Once upon a time, this young guy was sick and almost died, and this doctor saved him. So this young guy should give his car to let the doctor to drive away, right? So he is also very important. And did I mention there are 3 persons? And the third one is the most beautiful young lady in the world. And this young guy always wanted to marry her. So these 3 persons, they are all important for their own reason. This old person, this old gentleman was sick, and we should respect old people. Unconditionally, we should send these old people to hospital. So he should be on this car. And this young guy's car only have 2 seats, right? He could either take this gentleman, or he could take the doctor, or he could take the young lady, the young girl, beautiful girl. So he can only seat 1 person. Whom should this young guy pick? So this is a question in a job interview, let's say. One big company plan to hire people, and they have 100, 1,000, many people line up and coming to interview. And this is intelligence, morality quiz for these interviewers, for the people to be interviewed, for the candidates, yes, for the candidates, the candidates looking for a job. And so the interviewer give question to all these candidates, and no one has passed this game but one. There was only one person give an answer that has satisfied the interviewer and got employed by the company. So, did you know who this person has chosen to let this gentleman to pick up? To pick up the old gentleman, to pick up the doctor, or to pick up the young girl? Who did he pick up? Do you know the answer? Well, I think it is already very late, and until this time, you must be already falling asleep. So, have a good night, and you may get the answer. Well, if you care, you may get the answer sometime later. Okay? Goodbye. Good night. Have a good sleep.